You get to go up the ladder. That's so cool. So you're there. So that is geography. So I get to ask you a geography question. Now, if you get a stick that says pumpkin, we have to erase everything that you said. What'd you get?
Red Sea.
Red Sea. You know where the Red Sea is. Way to go. You can't eat from any tree in the garden. Did he say that?
No.
No. He said just don't eat from one, right? So the serpent tricked her. About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around. Welcome to another homeschool week with us. Last week we finished cycle 1, week 6. So this week we are focusing on reviewing the past 6 weeks by playing some games. We are also just taking things slower and reading lots of fall themed books, doing some puzzles, and just enjoying this beautiful fall weather that we've been having in Colorado. So come along with me as I give you a peek into our week. Did God actually say you shall not eat of any tree in the garden? Did God say that? You can't eat from any tree in the garden. Did he say that?
No.
No. He said just don't eat from one, right? So the serpent tricked her. This week we went back to some of the Bible stories that we've read over the past 6 weeks as we've followed along with the Foundations of the Bible Study by Driven by Grace. So one morning we read about creation, one morning Adam and Eve, one morning about Noah, the Tower of Babel, etc. So it was fun to go back, and my girls enjoy just talking about some of the same Bible stories again. Why don't you eat from the tree of knowledge? The fruit is delicious and it won't harm you. I always love to read from my Bible and from the Complete Illustrated Children's Bible, just to show my kids that there's the same content in both of them. Also, each day this week, I put a family way and the corresponding Bible verse up on my chalkboards that we've already talked about during the past 6 weeks, just to review those too. It was really encouraging to see how many Bible verses my girls had memorized. And if you don't know about Sally and Clay Clarkson's 24 Family Ways, they are biblically based family values that are just so simple and good to teach children. You can see here we are playing a geography game I made to help us review all the geography in cycle 1 from weeks 1 through 6. So my daughter has this map here with all those locations on it, and I wrote all those locations on popsicle sticks, and I also wrote pumpkin on a few popsicle sticks just because it's fall. And so the game we're playing is my daughters choose a popsicle stick, and then my older daughter has to find where that location is on her map. So it includes the Hittite Empire, the Assyrian Empire, Hebrew Empire, etc. All the locations from cycle 1, weeks 1 through 6. Okay, now if you get a stick that says pumpkin, we have to erase everything that you said. But you're going to try to get X's on as many places as you can, so choose another one. And the goal of the game is to find as many locations as possible before an allotted amount of time. Dead Sea! Do you remember where the Dead Sea is? If she draws a popsicle stick that says pumpkin, then she has to erase all her locations. My 3-year-old thought this was so fun. She just wanted to draw a popsicle stick and see if she could get the word pumpkin. You can download this game for free from my blog. I'll link below in the description how to find it. It was definitely a really fun way to review the geography we've learned so far. So the Nile River... Where does the Nile River? The Nile River goes, yeah, that's Nile River. The Nile River Delta is like a hand going out of the river. What'd you get?
Red Sea.
Red Sea. You know where the Red Sea is. Way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we see? Mediterranean Sea. Do you know where that is? Yes, ma'am. Okay, can I choose one?
Yeah.
So we gotta erase them. We gotta erase those X's. We gotta erase them. Across. After. So look for an A one. That's around. That's close. Do you see another A one? Oh, the cat ran after the mouse. This week we also played this prepositions card game that I made. It has all the prepositions from Cycle 1 weeks 2 through 12, and each card has a sentence with a preposition in it and a little picture and the preposition.
About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around. Good job. Around.
So this time my daughter just wanted to put them in the correct order. She's got the song pretty down. We've practiced it and sung it a lot. And so my daughter just really wanted to sing it as she put the cards in order. We've also played memory with these cards, which is really fun too. You can also play Go Fish with them. It's just a fun way to review English.
Below.
Below. So that would be B-E.
F.
B-E.
L. O-W. I already got that one. The restaurant is open every day. Except Sundays.
The restaurant is open every day. So you just read that. That's awesome. That's awesome that you're reading those. That's really, really good, babe. Down, during, except.
Four.
For. What is for?
What is aisle for? For.
See if you can read that sentence.
One of my favorite things about homeschooling has been seeing the wonder in my kids and their desire to learn and excitement for it. I strongly believe that's how it should be, and my daughter wants to learn how to read so badly right now, and she's getting it, and it's just so fun to see her learn more and figure things out and figure out how to sound more things out, and just how her eyes light up when she gets it. I just love being there and being able to witness that in my kids. I think puzzles are one of the greatest inventions. My daughter loves them. I know not all kids love them, but my daughter's really into them, and I just feel like they're so good to do for so many reasons. She's working on this fall-themed one right now, which is fun, and she just loves doing this, especially during the afternoon quiet time we have. It's one of her favorite activities, and I love puzzles too, so it's a really good way I get to spend time with her. We are now playing Latin Bingo. This game I made has all the Latin noun endings from Cycle 1 weeks 3 through 12. And we've played this game several times and it's really fun. My daughter really enjoys it.
Various. B-E-N-I. So various, there's no picture. It's just blank. Do you see one with no picture? It just says, yep, there you go.
It's really helpful to learn how to say the noun endings with the pictures that remind us how to say them correctly. A mom in our community group was sharing with us the other day. She has older children, and she was sharing with us how it's incredible how helpful it is for them to have had foundations and to have learned these Latin noun endings and the prepositions and the history sentences, and how that all comes together in challenge, and how cool it is to see that. And she said sometimes it seems, maybe a little pointless for them to be memorizing these Latin noun endings and they have no idea what they mean when they're little, but it's huge and it will help them so much in the future. That was so encouraging for me to hear.
Just need 2 more. How are you doing? Oh, you have 3 there, so you just need 3 more. Okay, your turn to choose one. What would you get?
Ducks.
Yeah, they're like geese, and that's east, like geese. So yeah, I'm crossing them off.
No, it is.
I know, it looks like it is, but since the line's over the I, it said east. That's why I put the geese there. East, like geese. Good job. Do I have any aces?
No.
Ace. Yeah, I do. Boop. Okay, your turn. Ooh, a room. A room. Good job. A room.
Later in the week, my daughter wanted to change it up and read from this other illustrated Bible we have called 365 Bible Stories and Prayers. So we read about Noah.
From the one God had planned for them in Eden. Even so, God didn't forget them and never stopped loving them.
It's Thursday today, so I have the fourth family way on our chalkboard with the corresponding Bible verse. I started with family way number 1 on Monday and then made it to number 4 by Thursday so we could review some of the ones that we've learned the previous weeks.
Even a child makes himself known by his acts, by whether his conduct is pure and upright. Proverbs 20:11.
Good job, you got that memorized. Good job. Do you remember the song that we sang with that?
So my daughter always tries to read it, and we work on memorizing the verse that goes with it together. I have put together a chart that has each family way linked with the corresponding Bible verse and a song. I love teaching my girls Bible verses to songs, especially by Steve Green. He has so many awesome ones. So you can check that out on my blog if you're interested.
Baby, are you indoors? Where's the baby?
We are reading this book called Where's Baby about prepositions. We found it at our library and my girls are really loving it. I try to read them a couple books before our quiet time in the afternoon. We read in the morning too, but I try to find parts of the day where I for sure read to them, so I make sure we're getting that in.
I am over the hill, but I am not your baby.
The last game we played this week, I had so much fun making. It's like Candyland, but I made it fall themed just because I love the fall.
Ooh! Look! You get to go up the ladder! That's so cool, so you're there. So that is geography. So I get to ask you a geography question. Ooh! Do you remember the Hittite Empire?
Hittite Empire. Hattusa, Asia Minor, Cyprus, Arabian Desert.
Good job. Yeah, guys. Okay.
It's called Memory Work Kingdom, and so each color corresponds with a subject, so timeline, math, history, etc. There's cards that go with it, and so you draw a card, and if you get a color, then you move your token to the next spot on the board that matches that color. Then you have to answer a question related to that subject from the memory work. So my daughter and I had so much fun playing this, and I did post this in my Etsy shop. It took me a while to make, so it's not part of my free resources, but I hope you'll check it out if you're interested. I had a lot of fun making it and I think it's really cool. I hope you enjoy getting a peek into our homeschool week and seeing the review games that we played. If you are enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos per week about homeschooling, tutor ideas, and healthy living. Have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching.